He only asked for one thing that night: dinner, delivered to his room. But within minutes, the hotel lobby exploded into a scene no one could believe. The manager accused him of fraud. Staff rushed to seize his belongings. Security was called. And right there, in front of guests, cameras, and a live stream, he was handcuffed. Every humiliating second was caught on video. She thought he was nobody. She thought a single command could erase him. But what she didn't know was this: the man she tried to throw out of the building owned it. The hotel, the chain, every branch with that golden name above the door. And in just a few moments, her career, her pride would be gone. The revolving glass doors of the Sterling Crown Hotel turned slowly as Malik Turner walked inside. His steps were steady, echoing softly across the polished marble floor. No entourage, no assistant, no badge of authority. That was exactly how he wanted it. Malik wasn't there to be recognized, he was there to see the truth. For months, quiet reports had reached his desk, whispers of discrimination, guests being ignored, some being treated like criminals instead of customers. He'd read every report, but tonight, he wanted proof. And the hotel didn't make him wait long. He walked up to the front desk with the calmness of someone who didn't need to prove anything. "Room service, please," he said politely. "Turner, suite 3901. The young clerk behind the counter gave him one look, and the judgment was instant. He didn't greet him, didn't smile, didn't even check the computer. "One moment," the clerk muttered, and disappeared into the back room. A minute later, the manager arrived, Miranda Doyle. Her posture was perfect, her voice polished, but her attitude dripped with arrogance. She scanned him from head to toe. Not like she was trying to help, but like she was searching for a reason not to. "What's your name again?" she asked sharply. "Turner," Malik said, his voice calm and even. She tapped on the computer, pretending to search. Then her lips twisted. "Strange. I'm not seeing any authorization here." He offered his card without hesitation. She took it between two fingers like it was dirty. Then, turning slightly to the clerk, she whispered loud enough for others to hear, "Flag this. Possible fraud." Malik didn't say a word. He just watched her, calm, quiet. It was her performance, and she didn't even know he was the one grading it. Moments later, the clerk returned, puffed up with authority. "We've seen this before," he said loudly, as if he was announcing breaking news. "Fake names, fake cards, people trying to sneak into premium floors." Guests nearby paused their conversations. A woman near the fountain frowned. Someone pulled out a phone. A teenager whispered, "This doesn't look right." Miranda leaned forward, voice sharp and condescending. "Sir, maybe you're confused. Room service is only for verified guests." "I am verified," Malik said. She laughed. It wasn't joy, it was mockery. "Not anymore," she snapped. Then she waved to security. "Escort him out. We're not wasting time on this." Two security officers moved in instantly, grabbing Malik by the arms as if he were a threat. Metal cuffs clicked shut around his wrists, the sound echoed like judgment. Gasps rippled through the crowd. People looked uneasy. A few started recording. Someone whispered, "Fraud? Over dinner?" Another said, "That can't be right." But Miranda wasn't finished. She folded her arms and smiled, proud of her cruelty. "People like him walk in, make demands, and expect us to bow," she said, her voice loud enough for the whole lobby to hear. A woman gasped. A man muttered, "That's not okay." Phones rose higher, recording every second. Still, Malik didn't move, didn't shout, didn't resist. His silence carried more power than her noise. He wasn't helpless. He was watching, remembering. And that calm terrified the staff more than any argument could have. "Cancel his suite," Miranda said sharply. "Erase the booking. Wipe it out." The clerk nodded quickly, eager to impress her. He clicked a few keys and deleted Malik's reservation just like that. Then he held up Malik's card and receipt like trophies. "Probably stolen," he said smugly. A woman near the bar muttered, "That's theft." Miranda smirked. "He'll get them back when the police decide he deserves them." Malik took one slow, deliberate breath. That one breath shifted the entire room. The security officers hesitated. The bellhop looked uncomfortable. And Elena, a junior concierge watching from her desk, froze. On her screen, his name was glowing in gold letters. Suite confirmed. VIP override. He was a registered guest with the highest clearance level the system could show. But fear locked her lips. She couldn't speak. The phones kept recording. Livestream comments started pouring in. "This is wrong. He's too calm, something's off. Why aren't they checking?" Finally, Malik raised his cuffed hands just enough to reach his phone. One tap, one call. A voice answered instantly. "I'm here," said a woman's voice, calm, professional, familiar. "Rachel," Malik said softly. "Log this moment. Activate protocol." Pause. Then, confirmed. "The board is being alerted. Internal systems initiating now." Miranda laughed. "You think a phone call is going to save you? You're finished here." But her words froze when Rachel's voice came through the speaker loud and clear. "Identity confirmed. Suite 3901. Executive override. Owner clearance. Security breach recorded." The lobby erupted. Gasps exploded through the crowd. Phones zoomed in. The officers froze mid-step. "Owner?" one whispered. Miranda's face drained of color. "Anyone could fake that voice," she said weakly. But then Elena, the young concierge, finally spoke. Her voice trembled, but it was strong enough. "He's telling the truth," she said. "His name's right here on the system. VIP override. Owner level." The silence that followed was deafening. Malik lifted his chin, eyes steady on Miranda. "You tore up my booking," he said. "You accused me of fraud in a hotel I built." He took a step closer. "That's not a misunderstanding. That's misconduct." A slow clap started from the back of the room, one guest, then another. Applause spread across the lobby like a wave. Miranda shook her head, desperate. "You can't do this." But Malik's voice was calm, controlled, final. "Rachel." "Yes, sir." "Terminate the manager, the clerk, and every staff member who took part in this." He didn't raise his voice. He didn't have to. "Effective immediately." "Processing," Rachel replied. A loud beep echoed through the lobby. The manager's screen flashed red. "Access denied." The clerk swiped his badge. "Denied." Tried again. "Denied." A tourist whispered into her live stream. "He just fired them. On the spot." Miranda slammed her hand on the counter. "You can't erase people." Malik looked her in the eyes. "You tried to erase me. Consider this balance." Cheers broke out. The crowd applauded louder. Phones recording every second. The security officers unclipped his cuffs, stumbling over their apologies. Elena, the young concierge, stepped forward, her eyes full of tears. Malik gave her a small nod. "The only one who tried to speak the truth," he said softly. Then he turned to the crowd, to the guests, the cameras, the world watching online. "You all saw what happened," he said, his voice calm and powerful. "You just witnessed what dignity looks like when prejudice thinks no one is watching." He looked around the silent lobby. "Remember, this silence isn't weakness. It's patience. And tonight, patience ended careers." Then Malik Turner, the man they tried to humiliate, walked calmly out of the Sterling Crown Hotel, while the lobby behind him erupted in applause. And millions online watched justice unfold in real time. Because respect doesn't shout. It simply waits. And then, with one call, ends the game.